Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. You guys, in today's video, the tension between Memphis and Hamza'S family, namely Hamza'S sister, is really coming to a boiling point on social media. This is Memphis of 90 Day Fiancé, season 5, before the 90 days. And we gotta talk about this. So Memphis is now claiming Hamza changed when he came to America, and she's accusing him of mistreatment and of being a scammer. Hamza's sister is coming to his defense. Hamza has not outright refuted any of these claims. He's kind of laying low, keeping a low profile on social media. But his sister has actually entered the chat, and she's coming to his defense and calling out Memphis as a liar. Needless to say, Reddit is on fire. It's a flutter of conversation. Everybody is talking about this. So one of my last videos was about Memphis, her tell-all exit. It was so mysterious. It was very just out of the norm for 90 Day Fiancé, because usually they follow the people that leave, and that was one of the things I talked about, and a lot of people were saying maybe it was like panic related, anxiety related. And let me just say, as someone that has panic attacks, I can completely see that if she just went into fight or flight mode and needed to just exit the situation. I actually get that. And let's just say I'm glad they didn't badger her on the way out and they allowed her to just exit gracefully. That was really a nice thing to do for her. And then here's the thing. I think that we can have conversations and talk about our favorite reality shows, the cast members on those shows, their behavior, maybe their problematic behavior. We can talk about that without actually directly communicating with those cast members themselves. And I noticed, like, over the course of this season, Memphis has really been vocal on social media about she perceives that she is being harassed on social media. She's receiving a lot of backlash, and you know, she's calling on people to essentially leave her alone. I don't think that those two things are mutually exclusive. I think that we can not actually directly communicate with cast members, and then we can come as fans and viewers of the show and actually like have conversations. So we don't have to like actually include the cast member directly in that conversation. Here's the other thing, though, because Memphis has been very vocal about, like, please stop harassing me, please leave me alone, all of those things. But she has, throughout the entire season, been posting really cryptic messages about being done wrong in relationships. And she even posted, like, right before the tell-all, I believe, her oldest child as a baby, leading everyone to believe that this was her child with Hamza. Like, it seemed to be intentional. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And now with the situation going on with Hamza's sisters, this is all playing out on social media, and it is a total shit show. Two things can be true at the same time, in my opinion. One, there is no excuse to harass directly cast members that you find unsympathetic or unfavorable. You definitely don't need to engage in that behavior. At the same time, Memphis can also be calling attention to herself by her social media activity. I think both of those things are actually occurring in this instance, because she is absolutely baiting her followers. I'm just going to come right out and say, in my opinion, Memphis started all of this. She has been posting all season about being mistreated in relationships, about narcissists, like very cryptic, vague posts about negative connotations to relationships, when, you know, the relationship she is engaged in on screen is with Hamza. So it would naturally lead viewers to believe that she is speaking about about Hamza. So in that regard, I can't really fault Rawia, which is Hamza's sister. I'm sorry if I pronounce that incorrectly. If there's a different pronunciation, please correct me down below. But I cannot fault her for coming to her brother's defense. If someone was talking negatively about my brother that I perceived were inaccuracies, I would absolutely come to his defense as well. Now, with all of that being said, there's, you know, side A, side B, and I believe typically the truth lies somewhere in the middle. I think, you know, obviously person A is going to have their side of the story. Person B is going to have their side of the story. And they're both sensationalized versions of the actual truth, which lays somewhere in the middle. I think this was actually compounded by the fact that we didn't get any kind of relationship or family update at the tell-all. So all we have to go on, because Memphis left the tell-all and Hamza's segment was literally like a minute long, just confirming that they had a baby. Literally no other information was told. We only have this social media back and forth to go off of. Memphis has made posts alleging that Hamza has mistreated her, and this actually has occurred well before the tell-all aired, so people have already been talking about this for quite some time. Then she posted this. She had this to say: "Good evening, world. Let's talk." Oh, and by the way, this was after she called out people for talking negatively to her. So again, she doesn't want to be harassed, but she is literally, in my opinion, baiting people. So she had this to say: "Good evening, world. Let's talk about business. Who knows about business? This coming week, we will be discussing business." So I had never heard of that before. I don't know if you have, but I Googled it, and actually, let me just put this up here. The term business is actually a mashup of German and English. It typically denotes the exploitation of a female tourist who believes that she is entering into a Western-style relationship by a man who simply regards the arrangement as a meal ticket and the means to a residence permit. Generally speaking, Europe does not have the necessary laws in place to prosecute such fraudulent acts. So this was a European website that I found this explanation on, but apparently this is like a colloquial term denoting relationship scamming, essentially. So Rawia for a while has been kind of hinting at the fact that Memphis is a liar. She's not telling the whole story. And she had this to say. She said, "You are just trying to show your good side. It doesn't exist. Whoa. But your reality is worse. You want to play victim, but you are a cheat and your mask will fall soon." And this gif that she uses on all of these slides is "all you do is lie." For his part, Hamza said, "When person can no longer control you, they will try to control how others see you. These lies feel unfair, but stay above it, trusting that other people will eventually see the truth just like you did." Rawia goes on to say, "I think it's time to talk about the truth and what my brother went through. Trying to make someone look bad and lying to them is inhumane. Every word I say, I have proof." She says, "Sending conversations and claiming that they are leaked is a stupid idea." Again, with the gif, "all you do is lie." Now, some like WhatsApp conversations have been leaked on Reddit, and a lot of people speculate that Memphis is actually the person that leaked these herself. I don't know. She goes on to say, "The first thing I will explain is why Hamza wants to move with his wife and the kids to another city, and you can find out the answer. I just want to expose other people's lies." Again, "all you do is lie." And then she puts up a couple of text messages themselves. And you guys, I will actually link the Reddit thread that these came from so you can go back and read them for yourselves. But essentially, it's Memphis talking to Hamza's sister about her, like, how Hamza really wants to move and his sister is kind of talking to Memphis about it. So then Rawia goes on to say, my brother wanted to move because he did not want to be in the same place with her ex-husband, and he also wanted to find a job to help his wife and the kids, not for any other reason. Now, this could totally be a cultural thing because, of course, I think it's a little impractical, for lack of a better word, to think of if your children have an active father in their life and you are no longer in a relationship with them, that does not mean that that father is just cut out of the picture. And I don't know, maybe that's a cultural thing, but depending on, I don't know, because here's the thing, we just don't know, like, how close are they? Like, what is the co-parenting situation? Not all exes hate each other. Some people are in a very amicable co-parenting relationship. They're just not in a romantic relationship, and that's completely okay. So maybe it's a cultural misunderstanding on Hamza'S part. I don't know. But for whatever reason, Hamza wants to move from where they currently live. Memphis doesn't, because her kids are like cemented there and they have established lives there. And this seems to be the disagreement. What is bizarre and kind of beyond comprehension is how this has kind of spun into a tale of mistreatment and scamming, and on the other hand, Memphis lying. Why did this get to that point if the literal argument is over like where to live? All we have to go off of is what we saw on camera, on TV, and honestly, to me, the way it came off, like, I think, of course, Hamza would want to be in the same place as his child. Like, you know, Memphis literally got pregnant like the second she got to Tunisia. So I don't think that it's really out of left field for Hamza to want to be in America with his child. When you think about it, his whole entire family is back in Tunisia, and it seemed like he had a pretty comfortable life there before. So I don't think he was, I don't know, it just did not come off to me like he was necessarily trying to like just get to America at all costs. Like, he had a very good reason for wanting to be in America. And while I don't think it's entirely fair for him to want to move an entire city because Memphis has a co-parenting relationship with her ex-husband. Again, we don't know like the ins and outs of that relationship. Like, I don't necessarily even think that that constitutes a reason to assume that he was scamming you. I don't know. That's just me. Anyways, you guys, let me know what you think down in the comments. We have a new season. 90 Day Fiancé OG Season 9 is premiering tomorrow. You know what's funny to me is that we took off Super Bowl Sunday because they thought like people would rather watch the Super Bowl than 90 Day Fiancé, but actual literal holidays, they're not skipping a beat. Anyways, I just found that very interesting. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Reality Squad, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one. Much love.